Welcome to Rare Seas Rule. It's wonderful. I'm so happy that you've joined me. If you would introduce yourselves, Pat and Alun.
Yeah.
I'm Alun. I'm 70. Alun Evans.
Wonderful. And you
And
are?
Sorry.
And I'm 76 years old.
Okay.
75 years old. I'm going to be 76, sorry.
Soon, I gather.
Yeah.
In June.
In June. Okay. Yeah, I get it. It's this year. So you kind of feel like, yes, absolutely. And Pat, go ahead.
I'm Pat Evans and I am 60 years of age. So,
And you are the wonderful, beautiful wife of this gentleman.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Wonderful.
For 42 years now.
Wonderful. That's amazing. My parents have been married 70 years. And
wow.
Yeah, that's kind of like, my goodness. Yeah. So anywho's, congratulations on that. And Alun, you are the rare sea, the Ollier warrior here. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
When were you diagnosed?
When I was about 5, 6,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
And what brought on the suspicion or the concern?
Well, I think they could see my leg bowing out a bit.
And which leg?
The right leg.
The right leg. Okay. And what year would that have been?
A female, 1951.
1951. Okay. How familiar were they with Ollier's at that career?
I don't think so. I had an orthopedic surgeon, but he was. I haven't heard anybody with Ollier till about 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, they took a sample from. They took a sample from the bone.
Right.
Because there was a piece of bone, about half an inch above my knee, which was looking a little bit darker than the other bone.
Right.
Okay. So they took a sample of that when I was about 8 and sent it over to America to be tested. I don't know for what. I'm not quite sure.
And it came back saying?
I presume it came back to say that I had
Ollier's disease. Interesting. Interesting. So, and that it was your right leg, because when I was diagnosed in the early 60s, 65, or mid 60s, we were told that at that point, the ratio was 1 in a million, and that females tended to have it on the right side, whereas males were more to the left, but could be anywhere in their body. So, we have made advances and brought more knowledge since those days, which is a change. It is a difference. And I'm hoping that with this, we can do even more by bringing awareness, sharing our stories, our journey, and giving hope to families, especially the kids, knowing that that you have a future. It's going to be rough, but hey, when you hit 18, believe me, it's going to be rough too. Doesn't matter if you have so okay. So after that, the doctor that cared for you, was he familiar? Were you comfortable with him at that age?
Well, yes, I was x-rayed every 6 months from head to toe. I had about 14 x-rays every time. So I should be really glowing by now.
I agree. I'm the same. I have some of my thick x-rays that my doctor gave to me when he retired. And
I see.
I can't wear a digital watch. It won't work.
Oh, wow.
It stops
I
working.
can do it. There's a thing, I can wear a watch and everything, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
but,
good. But
yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. So, yeah, the x-rays were rather heavy. So, and so this doctor followed you throughout your life?
no, he was quite on in age when I was young.
Okay.
And I don't know, I think he died before I was 16. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was a surgeon, you know, orthopedic surgeon with a boxer. I can't remember his name now. We was helping him out, you know, when there's things like that. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and now you're followed by somebody.
No, I haven't been with a doctor since I was 16
No way.
when I left school.
Okay. And where are you affected still? Your right leg?
Yeah, yeah, on
Okay.
the femur.
Your femur area. Okay.
And-
The
and,
right distal femur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when I was 10 to 11, they decided, because it was bowing out quite a lot,
Hmm.
they decided to cut the wedge out, okay?
Yep.
Turn the bone round to straighten the leg.
Wow.
Understand what I mean now? Okay,
Yes.
that's what they did, to straighten it out. But by doing that, the leg went a bit weak because I was in hospital for 4.5 months.
Wow. Yeah.
I had a good time, and you don't think I know.
No.
You were on a frame. You were on a frame for three weeks. You couldn't move, only your head. And then you had plaster all the way up this leg and up to your chest. Okay.
Yes. Hmm.
And then I had an operation on the other leg to put staples in the knee to try and stop that one growing.
To remove the growth plates.
Yeah, to try, you know. So I had about 3.5 inches the difference in the legs.
Okay. Right.
But when I came 16, well, I had the caliper then after this operation because the leg was so weak.
Right.
And that was really hell on earth, you know, to be honest. I had it for about 6 years.
Wow.
And then when I came 16, they pulled the knee out and fused the two bones together. So I got a slip leg. Okay?
Wow.
And that's the best thing they ever did. That's the best thing they ever did.
My goodness. That's quite interesting.
I had option to lengthen it then.
Yes.
But I said, no way.
That's so interesting.
I'm not going to sit in here. No.
My goodness, that's so interesting. And it is extremely, I don't know if my doctor spoke to your doctor because that's my doctor. He traveled to the UK, traveled to Switzerland, and learned about the disease and came back with hope, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
And he told my parents it's going to be several surgeries. And I was exactly as you say. They did the osteotomy on my right femur. I had the huge bow in it. They pushed it down. And I was in a body cast from here all the way down.
Yeah.
And I started walking. And the doctor was like, what do you mean she's walking in that? So they decided to half cast my left leg and put the bar in between so I wouldn't be able to move it. And then the following year, I had the surgery again. Then the following year again. And that's when they did my left leg as well and removed the growth plates. And both legs were in casts. And that can be very, I've fractured my two wrists at the same time years ago, and both arms and hands were in casts. And I would pick legs and casts over arms any day if I had a choice and had to. Yes. So, do you have any other diagnosis that followed or affected?
No, nothing.
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 Scoliosis?
No.
No.
No,
That's it.
oh, wonderful. You are a champion. You really are. And it's a good, it's an interesting case. And it fascinates me how the doctors thought of dealing with this. And it just goes to show how different each Ollier's case can be.
Yes,
You know, so I think that that's wonderful. And so do you have any children?
Yes,
We got 3 children, 2 girls and a boy.
Mhm.
Anne, Mary and Brian. Anne is in Cardiff. She's teacher's assistant. Mary is in Buckinghamshire, and she works as a food technologist. And our son Brian has emigrated to Australia 12 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Interesting,
and
wonderful.
he met a girl and followed her out there, and now they are happily married and having a house built.
Oh,
So,
good.
Yeah.
And grandchildren? Not yet.
no, not yet.
Not yet.
no.
Okay.
but
Okay.
as far as Ollier's, none of them got it.
No,
You know,
no,
they haven't
it's
got.
not hereditary,
No.
which is a definite. And obviously it didn't become malignant. No chondrosarcoma occurred.
No.
Which is
No.
great.
No.
Wonderful part of that. And what do you think was a difficult part of this journey for you?
Oh, wearing the irons,
Okay, yeah.
caliper. Because I was in school, they were breaking all the time.
Oh,
You know, the adjustable on the bottom. And
yes.
I had to carry a school kit with me. And when it was very warm, it would just stick to your size, you know. Though it was pig skin and it was very, very soft, but, you know, on hot weather, it would, you know.
It was irritating.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was irritating.
But I did the handstand in the caliper once, and I broke the bone down the bottom here, but I didn't know I had broken it. So,
Oh.
you know.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Have you broken any other bones? Like, have you fractured
No,
your
no.
femur? No.
No,
I fractured
no.
my femur. I've fractured my femur 5 times.
Oh,
And
no,
one
no.
was
No,
one
my
time-
bones are really strong.
That's good.
My bones are really
That's good.
strong. So,
That's wonderful.
yeah.
Good.
But I had a new knee
On the other leg.
Right.
on the other leg.
On
So
the
I told
other
the
leg.
surgeon, I'm glad I've only got one knee left.
Yes, the same here. Our legs can be
Yeah.
twins.
Yeah.
Yes. And have you met someone in person with Ollier's?
Yes,
we
8
have.
years ago.
Who was it?
Was
it Andrea?
You know, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes,
Andreas
yeah,
and his
Andreas,
son?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And then tell the
Wonderful.
story.
Well,
Wonderful man.
we did talk on the phone approximately 10 years previously.
Okay.
I saw an article in the Woman's Weekly magazine I get every week about Ollier's disease, saying that there was this gentleman from London area. His son had Ollier's disease, and he was wondering if anybody else in the UK had Ollier's.
Wow.
And Alan was outside working, and I was so excited to see this because we've never heard of anybody else with it. I ran out to my husband and I said, Alan, there's somebody else here with Ollier's disease. And he said, no way, he said. And I said, yes, it's here, I said. So I said, should I ring them up? Yes, he said, ring them up. So that's how I rang Andreas up then. And we had a talk on the phone for about an hour. And as you do, we swapped phone numbers and addresses, and he said I'd have to come down and all this lot. I put it in a drawer, he put it in a drawer, and nothing else was heard for 10 years until all of a sudden I had a phone call. I answered the phone, And he said, oh, it's Andreas here from London. And I was thinking, Andreas from London, who is this, isn't it? And he said, Ollier's disease, and that's all he had to say. And and he came down really that weekend, and yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's
And
amazing.
his son.
It's quite something, isn't it? To when you hear, I had the exact same reaction, Pat, when I typed in multiple enchondromatosis, every time I could to see what would pop up. And sure enough, and I found Andreas as well. And I was ecstatic. It was 47 years, and I was just so happy to be able to communicate with somebody and say, oh my God, I'm not alone.
And who knows what you're talking about, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're not crazy.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Would you, Alan, have any suggestions for any other Ollier rare seeds?
Well, just get on with life.
Absolutely.
You know what my job is? Do you know what my job is?
You're a farmer.
I'm a farmer.
That's wonderful.
Farmer. Yeah.
That's hard work.
Well, it is, but we've cut it down a bit now, but I'm in now at the moment.
That's right. I thank you. Absolutely. I totally agree. Don't let fear be your reason.
No, exactly.
And don't let other people's judgment be your fear.
I haven't done a 4-minute mile, but that's another thing.
Well, however, you can do a virtual Mount Kilimanjaro, which I will be organizing shortly in order to raise funds for our educational scholarship program. So anytime you're out walking or working the farm or doing whatever, you just click in your mileage and join us in that and help raise funds. As I think I strongly believe in post-secondary education, and some of the Ollier rarities don't get the opportunity to afford it, and having someone or a stepping stone that can offer you some funding to get that first step for a dream or a goal, I think is very important. So that's why I do it. And how are you feeling now, Alan? And is there any way that myself or here at Rare Seeds we can offer you guys some support?
No, I'm feeling fine. Tell the truth. No, my health is pretty good. Perhaps I'll drop dead tomorrow morning, but that's another story. No, I feel fine.
Good. You look great. I mean, you look great. So
we're quite positive people, the both of us.
Good.
If you be negative, well, you'll have negative things in it. But if you be positive, you'll have positive things.
I agree.
That's how we look at it. Yeah.
Make the best of what you have.
Whatever you want.
There is happiness. There's a smile in there somewhere that can turn it around and bring joy.
Exactly.
So,
and if we can help anybody else, that's got Ollier's disease by doing this, well, all well and good.
Thank you. I agree. Thank you. And that's why people like you are important. So thank you so much for joining us. We're going to wrap that up. Again, this is Pat and Ellen out in the UK, correct?
Yes, in Wales.
Your son is gone to Australia, you said. That's what popped in my mind for a moment there. Again, we thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And
we tell you one thing now, Anne.
Oh, absolutely.
If you ever want to come over, there's room to stay.
Yeah. If you ever want to come over, want to come over for a little holiday, you're more than welcome.
Well, thank you so much. You know what? I might take you up on that, and I would be more than honored to come to your farm. I really would.
You've only got to pay for the flight. There's a bed here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's
that's
all
a
right,
good
no
way to
problem.
end this. That's a great way to end
Yeah.
it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
Yeah.
day, guys, and we will talk again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stay
definitely.
strong, never give up, and
We will.
stay you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.